Watch that friend who copies everyone's posture within seconds of meeting them. She's not faking connection. Her brain is hardwired to fake it into being real, and yours is too. Watch two people who are deeply in conversation. Notice whether their bodies mirror each other, whether they're both leaning in or both leaning back, or holding their coffee cups in the same position. Notice whether one touches their face and the other does shortly after. Notice whether their speaking pace and rhythm synchronize over time. If they're genuinely connecting, the answer to all of these is yes, and neither of them is doing it on purpose. This unconscious mirroring, the chameleon effect, is one of the most powerful and least understood mechanisms of human rapport. And the research on how it works and what it produces is both surprising and immediately useful. The chameleon effect is the tendency to automatically and unconsciously mimic the postures, gestures, facial expressions, mannerisms, and behavior patterns of the people we interact with. It was studied and named by Tanya Chartrand and John Bargh in their landmark 1999 paper, The Chameleon Effect: The Perception-Behavior Link and Social Interaction. The name comes from the chameleon's automatic color matching to its environment. The mimicry happens without deliberate intention, as an automatic perceptual response. You see it, you do it. The pathway from perception to behavior is shorter and more automatic than most people assume. Chartrand and Bargh set up a series of interactions in which a confederate, a researcher's assistant who didn't know the participant, either mimicked the participant's behavior or didn't. In the mimicry condition, the confederate adopted the participant's posture, matched their movements, and synchronized their mannerisms throughout the interaction. Participants who were mimicked rated their interaction as smoother and more enjoyable. They liked their interaction partner more. They felt more connected, all without being consciously aware that mimicry was happening. In a follow-up condition, participants were rated on how much they naturally mimicked confederates who behaved in specific ways, touching their face or shaking their foot. Participants consistently showed elevated rates of the same behavior shortly after the confederate performed it. The effect held. People mimic those they interact with automatically, and the mimicry is reciprocated as greater liking and smoother interaction. The chameleon effect is believed to serve a social bonding function. Mimicry signals, I am like you, I am aligned with you, I understand you. These signals, even when nonverbal and unconscious, are processed by the social brain as markers of safety, similarity, and trustworthiness. Research by Chartrand and colleagues also found that people who score higher on empathy show more automatic mimicry, suggesting that the tendency to mirror others is linked to the same cognitive systems responsible for understanding others' mental states. The implication is significant. Mimicry is not just a byproduct of rapport. It may be one of its mechanisms. We synchronize with people we feel comfortable with, and that synchronization may in turn deepen the comfort. The chameleon effect may be both a signal and a cause of social bonding. In cross-cultural research, the effect generalizes. People mimic regardless of cultural background, and being mimicked consistently produces positive responses across cultures. The social signal of I am like you appears to be universal. Therapists, salespeople, negotiators, and skilled communicators have known about the power of mirroring for decades, though not always by its psychological name. Used deliberately and genuinely, matching someone's body language, tone, and pace deepens the sense of connection in an interaction. Crucially, the research suggests that the deliberate version works too if it's done naturally rather than mechanically. Obvious, robotic copying of someone's every move produces the opposite effect. It feels unsettling. Natural, slightly delayed mirroring, matching the general energy and posture rather than movement for movement, produces the rapport effect. The most ethical and practical application. Use this knowledge not to manipulate, but to become a more genuinely attentive conversationalist. When you're fully present with someone, when you're genuinely interested, natural mirroring happens automatically. The chameleon effect kicks in as a byproduct of real engagement, not as a technique applied from the outside. The connections you felt most deeply in your life, the conversations that felt effortless, the people you felt instantly understood by, were almost certainly characterized by this invisible synchrony. You were copying each other without knowing it, and the mimicry itself was building the bridge you were standing on. That's not a trick. That's how human beings signal to each other that they are on the same team. Now you know the name for it. Drop a comment. Have you ever noticed yourself unconsciously mirroring someone in a conversation? Or noticed someone mirroring you? I want to know. Subscribe, new psychology every week.